Good afternoon, folks. It's the Basketball Champions League coming at you live from Krasnoyarsk, Russia. It's Enisey Krasnoyarsk taking on EWE Basket's Oldenburg. It's a Group A game, and yes, they're all important in the Basketball Champions League. EWE Baskets have high aspirations of going far in this tournament, but they lost a tough one last week at Unet Holon, and Enisey Krasnoyarsk as well, coming off a defeat already in Group A this week. Enisey Krasnoyarsk falling at home to Dinamo Sassari, and Unet Holon losing at home to UCAM Murcia. We also have Juventus Utena hosting AS Monaco, who are unbeaten later today. So that is the lineup, so to speak, and we'll also have a look. I'm thinking at the standings, and we'll be looking at the team rosters. We'll be looking at the team starting five. But as it stands right now, needless to say, both of these teams in need of victories. EWE Basket's Oldenburg are at 4-3, currently in 5th place. They'll move up no matter what after this game. And you can see there that at 4-3, if they get a win today, they go to 5-3, and they will be level with Enisey Krasnoyarsk right up at the top. Enisey Krasnoyarsk, however, down in 7th place, and they've got some work to do. They are 2-5. A win would do wonders for them. It's a team that has the pieces to have a good run in this competition, and fortunately for them, they've got time to put things right, starting with today. So EWE Basket's Oldenburg, who do we look out for? German international Tada, Massenat, Dezeu from Belgium, Ricky Paulding, of course, Mahobazic, the Rashid Mahobazic from Austria, Mickey McConnell, the point guard, and Mladen Drinic has a good team himself, and it's a team that can certainly aim for big things, but they've got to get it going, and they lost a tough one last week, 94-90. And for Enisey Krasnoyarsk, Dowdell is back. He's crucial. He's spent a lot of time injured. Anthony Hilliard, the big scorer, Gudamak, tough as nails for Coach Oleg Okulov. Who else do you want to look at? Well, Pavlov Bremho is crucial. Zavaruev, Rebets, number 11, and Zakharov, number 13. So they will be thinking that really they should have had a better record by this point in the competition, Enisey Krasnoyarsk. But looking back, they won their opener at EWE Basket's Oldenburg, so they know they can beat this team that has Philipp Schweltham there, the former Germany international. Enisey followed that up, however, with a tough 68-62 home loss to UCAM Murcia. And then they fell at AS Monaco. They won against Juventus Utena 85-81, but since that point, they've lost at Unet Holon 81-75. They've fallen at Enisey Krasnoyarsk 97-81, and then last week they fell 75-65 to a suddenly informed Dinamo Sassari. For EWE Basket's Oldenburg, again, they lost the opening game against Enisey Krasnoyarsk 89-86. But they followed that up with an 83-76 win at Dinamo Sassari, and then they beat Enisey Krasnoyarsk in Germany 96-82. EWE Basket's Oldenburg won 100-80 over UCAM Murcia. That was a real blowout back on November 1st. They fell at AS Monaco 88-73, and then they won at home against Juventus Utena 102-95 before last week, leading for much of the game at Unet Holon before falling 94-90. So Dezeu and his EWE Basket's Oldenburg teammates being introduced here to the crowd. Ricky Paulding, guess you might say the most famous player ever for EWE Basket's Oldenburg. He's been there for so long and just continues to get the job done. I wonder what the chances are. Maybe they'll erect a statue for Paulding once his playing days are over. There's Mladen, coach, and Schweltham. He was terrific. last week, Sveltem, and Drincic is quite a character. And now we'll see the introductions of the Enisey Krasnoyarsk players. Sveltem had 20 points and 10 rebounds last week at Unet Holon, but his team lost. So Dowdell, Hilliard, Zavaruev, Matisse Rebitz, Zakharov. There's Bramho. Had a tough game last week. Of course, Pavlov is an important team, a player in this team. And Coach Okolov. Another game, and another chance for Enisey to get on track in the Basketball Champions League. And probably coming into the season, you might have said that this EWE Baskets team would have been the favorite, but they lost the first one. So Tanel Suslov, Mikko Proch, and Martin Horozov from Bulgaria. So Estonia, Poland, and Bulgaria are the referees for these games. So we will see who's going to be in the starting lineups for both of these teams. Massenat is seems to be a player going from strength to strength. So it's going to be Sveltem, McConnell, Massenat, Ricky Paulding, and Rashid Mahabasic for EWE Baskets Oldenburg. And Drincic, again, is the coach. And for Krasnoyarsk, it's going to Enisey Krasnoyarsk, Pavlov, Zakharov, Hilliard, Zabin Dowdell, and Gudomak is in the starting lineup today. Okolov is the coach of Enisey. So we are just a couple minutes away here from the start of this game. And the opening tip, well, we got a delay. It's going to be awarded. It's going to be awarded to Enisey Krasnoyarsk. And the drive and the shot is no good, but Hilliard gets the rebound. Zakharov gets it back inside. Well, Hilliard launches a long one, and Svelton gets his first rebound. Massenat gets it to big bag Rashid, and he misses. Ball goes out of bounds, however, and it will be an Enisey ball. So Mahal Basic misses his first attempt. Rashid Mahal Basic. And bounce pass. And Pavlov hits the long jump shot. Paulding answers. You're going to wear that number 23. You know you got to be good. And he opens up EWE Basket's account with a three-pointer. Zakharov, guarded by Massenat. Hilliard, bounce pass to Gudamak. Goes off of him. And then McConnell is bumped by Zakharov. Massenat drives in, tries to score with the left hand. Mahal Basic gets the rebound, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. How about that for the big fella? And Rashid Mahal Basic hits the three-point play. So 3 points down the floor a couple times. One with the three-pointer from Paulding, and now the three-point play from Rashid Mahal Basic. Dowdell. And that three attempt was long from Pavlov. Mahal Basic just powers his way down low. Boy, he just abused the defender that time. And Gudamak powers his way up. So good answer for him at the other end. He gives away a couple of inches to Mahal Basic, it looks like. And the long jump shot. Hilliard collects the rebound and makes the pass, and Pavlov ran the court well and drew the foul. miss. Free throws add up at the end of the game. Makes one of two, and it's back to an 8-5 game now for EWE Baskets. Again, trying to bounce back from that 94-90 loss to Unet Holon, one of the top games probably of this Basketball Champions League season. And Pavlov collects the rebound. Now Dowdell has it. Boy, they're so much better with Zavin Dowdell on the court. It's not even funny. Zakharov misses with a jump shot. And long one is good. So Mahalbasic is powering his way up here for points early, and look, asking a lot of questions of that defense. He's got 7 points. He has come to play tonight. Has long been highly rated, but Zakharov answers from the left corner. And that trims the deficit now to just 2. Now Paulding tries to answer. And the dump, and the basket down low, unsuccessful. Didn't quite get there. Gudemak, McConnell. And then the drive, and the foul called on Hilliard. Well, you got to move those feet, Anthony. He was moving them, but not quite fast enough. And they called him for the body, called him for the block. Bremo comes in. He really started flat last week, but he has got some talent. And good hands from Dowdell. Now Zakharov on the break. Pulls it back now, pulls up from just behind the free throw line. Elected not to pass to his open teammate on the wing. Wow, that was a slick pass from Ricky Paulding. And Fillmore gets his first 2 of the game. McConnell thought he picked it, but Gudemak is fouled. Just the second team foul on EWE Baskets Oldenburg. Gudemak doing a good job of getting position, and maybe fortunate to get the call in his favor. First one is good. So Gudemak comes out, takes some instructions from Okolov. Drive no good from, that was Carsten Tada, who's checked into the game, the Germany international. Dowdell goes baseline. His pass to the corner, a little bit of, not sure where Dowdell was throwing that out. The player wasn't going to be able to do much if he caught it. McConnell puts up a 3. And Paulding battles for the ball. Gets it back for EWE Baskets. And that long 3-pointer is no good from Dzeu. But a foul has been called on Zavaruev. Now the interception, and Bramo goes in. It gets blocked by Dzeu, but he stays with it and ties the game at 12. Good hustle from Bramo, not giving up on that. Good hustle down the court as well from Dzeu. Dzeu puts up another three off the back of the iron. Long rebound. Ricky Paulding. Tata just inside the free throw line. Three-point attempt is no good, and fighting for the rebound and winning it is Carson Tata. Another beautiful bounce pass from Paulding and finished by Fillmore. And the lead goes back to 4. Bramo puts up a 3-ball. That's good. Looks like he's brought his A game tonight. O'Connell hands it off to Tata. And an unsportsmanlike foul. A hold has been called on Kanyagan, number 25. This is at the other end. Look at this. McConnell. Okay, so Hilliard is coming back into the game. And Fillmore misses the first of the 2 free throws, so he was the one that was being wrestled. He was being held. Makes the second. Like McConnell was getting some stern words there from Mladen Trijancic. And now the bump. And Paulding runs back to play defense. Ribitz checks into the game. The Slovene international passes it. Now Hilliard. This is to Bramo. Big Nigerian. Hilliard spins just inside the free throw line to scrap for the ball. Oh, and they have called a foul on Maxime Dzeu, trying to box out Bramo. Final 45 seconds of the first quarter. It's a tight one. And Fillmore called for the bump. That is team foul number 4 on EWE Baskets. No, the foul was on Loising. Excuse me. Hilliard puts it off the back of the iron. Rebetz with the rebound, then makes the quick pass. And Loising picks up another foul, pushing him out of bounds. Well, didn't see too much wrong there. Looked like Loising was a tad bit unfortunate to have that one called on him. So Pavlov takes advantage. Pavlov was hustling for the ball. You got to give him credit for that, but it looked like almost he just lost his footing going for the ball. Oh, good effort from Fillmore to knock it off the rim. Fillmore, turnaround jumper. And Horozov, the Bulgarian referee, calls the foul, I believe, on Maxime Dezeu. So the Belgium international now has 2 fouls, and he will come out of the game. Mahal Basic is coming back in, the big Austrian. Well, Mahal Basic must like playing against Enisey Krasnoyarsk because he had 23 points in the first meeting. So being over the limit allows Enisey Krasnoyarsk to go to the line. And again, Pavlov misses a free throw. And he ties it. Final seconds ticking off the clock. And Tada pulls up and hits the jumper right before the end of the quarter. So 19-17, the lead for EWE Baskets Oldenburg here at Enisey Krasnoyarsk. (19 to 17). EWE Baskets 54% inside the arc, 20 beyond it. But look at the missed free throws. 3 missed free throws there for Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Those will, again, potentially be costly by the end of the game. Happens so many times. Look up at the final score. And teams that lose think of ways where they could have been a little bit better, and often at the free throw line. So some of the highlights from the first quarter. And Mahal Basic was a real beast down low early offensively, but then Gudemak went right at him when Mahal Basic was playing defense. Some EWE Baskets fans, it appears, that have traveled into Russia to watch their team today. Tada hands it off to Ricky Paulding. Paulding gets in, scores with the left hand. That was a big, strong move from the EWE Baskets great Ricky Paulding. Davin Dowdell back in. Now Brahmo stepped out of bounds. And the drive, and Mahal Basic gets the rebound. And he's going to go right to work on Brahmo. And offensive foul is the call. Just put his weight into Bramho just that little bit too much. I'll tell you, Bramho's a big, strong man, but Mahalbasic looks even bigger and stronger. And the jump shot gets it back to 2 points from Hilliard. Well, the layup, excuse me. Now Paulding and Gudemak. Now here's Hilliard again. 43% for EWE Baskets shooting the ball, 38% for the hosts. Bramho was well short on the attempt from three-point range. Loising, they're passing it well. Fillmore spins, puts it up and scores over Bramho. And Gudemak goes in and scores over Mahalbasic. Loising. Bounce pass though right at the feet of Mahalbasic. I'm not sure he was ever going to catch that one. Here's Mahalbasic, shot clock down to 4. Has to put it up and misses. Shot clock buzzer sounds. And the pass intercepted. Oh, look at the big fella. Handle it on the break. Hands it off, gets it back. Oh, what a play from Rashid Mahalbasic. Showing that he can handle the ball in the open floor and pass it as well. That's got to be the play of the game. Look at this. He says, I'm taking this myself. Give it back to me. And then he puts it up and in. Well, he had the 23 points in the first meeting with Enisey Krasnoyarsk. And that time, Mahalbasic gets out on the break. Almost looked a little Magic Johnson-like there. Field goal percentage, 11 of 24 for EWE Baskets, 7 of 18 for Enisey. We're back to live action. We'll see if Enisey Krasnoyarsk can snap out of it a little bit here. We're trailing by 4. Gudemak. Now Hilliard. And the shot is good. He's just an out-and-out scorer, isn't he? Mahalbasic, guarded by Gudemak, turns, hands it off, and Paulding gladly accepts. And Hilliard follows up his miss. Pavlov now. Tada. Oh, beautiful bounce pass. Michael Balsic to Philip Svelten. So 2 assists in a row for Michael Balsic. This time Hilliard went, or Dowdell, excuse me, went right around Michael Balsic, and then the defense was slow to get over and stop Dowdell. He ended up with a layup and drew the foul. Five and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Dowdell misses another free throw for Enisey. They're now 5 of 9. Michael Balsic backs up his man, gets in, and draws the foul from Gudumak. So 2 foul shots, 2 free throws rather, coming for Michael Balsic. He's pretty tough to contain for Enisey here. And Enisey it's interesting because they're not a small team, and they're pretty physical as well, but Michael Balsic just seems to be pretty much ruling the roost down low against these guys. Only makes 1 of 2. So he has 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Oh, nice play from Dowdell. Gets inside and is blocked, however, by Paulding. Look at this. Great play from Paulding. I think Dowdell felt like, initiating the contact, he was going to get a call, but Paulding went straight up, put his hand straight up, didn't bring him down, and good defensive play from him. To the game leaders.
Next offense, guys. 5 up shift. 5 up shift. Nothing couldn't be seen best to side, inside for the now. Okay. Have patience.
So back to live action midway through the second quarter. Svelten passes it up and goes inside, scores with a drive. Great decision by the veteran. Gudumak pulls up and hits the jump shot. Michael Balsic gets inside. Oh, look at him. Oh, then he missed the shot. He had it, but Paulding was there for the follow. Well, there's no doubt about it. The modus operandi is attack the rim if you're EWE Baskets. They're going inside almost at every opportunity right now. Gudemak passes it out. And there's a foul. Paulding stuck his leg out and was called for a foul. Zakharov back in, bounce pass. Gudemak turns, puts it up, misses with the bank shot. Zakharov gets it. Cross court over to Dowdell in the left corner. Rims out. Mahal Basic collects his 5th rebound of the game. He's got 10 points, 5 rebounds now. Paulding puts it back from McConnell. Paulding inside, and Mahal Basic called for coming over the back. He did a good job. He reached in, got his hands on the ball, and then Bremo kind of went for the ball and kind of moved into him. And I'm not sure what the deal is today with Enisey Krasnoyarsk and Octavius Ellis. I think he might be injured, but he's sitting behind one of the baskets watching the game. But you can see him even right there looking in kind of the cream sweater. One of the players watching. Penetration, drive, and Fillmore with the rebound, hands it off. The lead is 7. McConnell just takes it all the way. Boy, the lanes are open. I mean, their shooting percentage is going to be sky high at this rate if Enisey Krasnoyarsk don't start cutting off those drives to the basket. Gudemak, 8 points. Hilliard, 3 rebounds. Dowdell, 3 assists. Look at McConnell. I mean, he goes right down. Look at that. Right down the channel. Nobody picks him up. It's like a layup drill. See, McConnell has a couple of steals.
Enisey Krasnoyarsk использовала тайм-аут первых
36-27. And the wind in the sails right now of EWE Baskets Oldenburg. And look at that. Drincic is all smiles on the sideline. Bremo goes baseline, and then his pass into the, well, goes over a backcourt violation. Now Fillmore has it. Fillmore again drives in. This time Bremo went up for the block, and Fillmore still scored. Final 2 minutes of the first half, and EWE Baskets are showing signs of pulling away. Zakharov was fouled by Massenat. Zakharov misses the first. Makes the second. And timeout has been called. So the road trip to Russia has been productive for EWE Baskets, who called the timeout. Again, they lost the first meeting at home against Enisey Krasnoyarsk. But they've been landing some blows today.
Команда Oldenburg использовала тайм-ауты первой половины матча.
One side. We gotta move the ball, man. Move the ball. Давай, двигай мяч. Движение в добавке позиционного нападения.
10-point lead. And coming close to halftime. I guess you'd like to cut into that deficit here if they could before the break. Now Paulding goes between his legs. Passes back outside to Massenat. He gets it over to McConnell for three. And I'm not sure did the ball hit the rim? I guess it did. They've reset the shot clock. McConnell again puts it up, and this time scores on the drive, back to a 12-point lead. And they continue. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's Sveltem, if it's Fillmore, if it's McConnell, Paulding. I mean, everybody seems to be scoring on drives against Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Dowdell hits the three-pointer. Gets it back to single digits. The deficit. So foul Zakharov, 31.8 seconds remaining. Nice shifty move there from McConnell, but another foul called on Enisey. That's team foul number 3. Again, another drive, and this time Massenat unsuccessful. So the applause from Enisey as they now have an opportunity to get the last basket of the half. And Dell drives a little bit of time. He's going to launch it. McConnell. Oh! Nope. Doesn't come close, but all in all, I think EWE Baskets will be happy with how the first half went. And a lot of work to do for Enisey Krasnoyarsk. It's EWE Baskets leading at 40-31 at halftime. Well, look at the shooting percentages. I mean, EWE Basket, 17 of 28 inside the arc. And a lot of those are layups. EWE Basket's out rebounding Enisey. And all in all, it's looking favorable for the team from Germany. Let's look back at some of the first half highlights, and with that also, we'll take a break. We'll be right back for the second half.
No, empty.
You move to the weak side.
Давай, 20 minutes game, hey.
40-31, EWE Baskets Oldenburg on top of Enisey Krasnoyarsk. So it's been a good first 20 minutes for EWE Baskets Oldenburg, but can they sustain it? And can Enisey Krasnoyarsk come up with a plan here to unsettle them in the second half? Certainly the drives to the basket have been a real problem for Enisey. Now the shot clock winding down, and Deseu, who starts here in the second half, and looked like they were in a real hurry there, but not able to get it going. And the shot clock violation turns it back over to EWE Baskets. Well, Mladen is all smiles over there, even a chuckle or two for EWE Baskets, enjoying himself today. For EWE Baskets, they lost 94-90. Of course, last week. Now, Mahal Basic gets inside. Oh, he had the move, he had everything, he just didn't finish. Mahal Basic had a really good first half. 10 points, 5 rebounds. Here's Dowdell, and he misses. Mahal Basic collects his 6th rebound of the game. Mahal Basic from the line, rims out. Now into the left wing, and Hilliard misses. And McConnell brings it across midcourt. And let's see if EWE Baskets continue to drive, and well, Mahal Basic that time met a little bit of resistance and took kind of a crazy shot over the rim. And Tada commits the foul. Hilliard's going to inbound it in front of the EWE Baskets bench. There's Hilliard, Zakharov, Dowdell, Gudamak, who has it right now, wide open, air ball, but landed right into the hands of Pavlov. And now McConnell in the break, 2-on-1, and Mahal Basic again hustles down the floor and taps it in. And back to an 11-point lead. That has to be disappointing for Enisey Krasnoyarsk to get, for the coach to see his team get beat down the floor like that. Tada reaches in and commits another foul. Pavlov is going out now. And Bramho comes back into the game. Dowdle hits the jumper. Little mid-range shot. Paulding powers his way up over Dowdle.
Right, Mickey.
Hilliard quickly to Gudemak. Oh, beautiful play. Nice pass, and Gudemak quick to get the ball up and in. McConnell now. McConnell passes to DeZeu, and then the extra effort. It was Tada tapping it over to McConnell for the layup. Now the ball goes out of bounds. So Dowdle just didn't catch it. A little bit of a look of frustration on the face of Dowdle, as well as Zakharov talking to Coach Okulov. And this time DeZeu loses it, trying to back up Bramo. Dowdle drives right down the lane and misses. Here he goes again, folks. Rashid Mahalbasic leading the break, but decides to pull it back out this time. And now he catches it on the low block. Oh, beautiful pass. Mahalbasic. McConnell should have made that. Zavorev has it up high. Now takes it out. Dowdle, shot clock winding down, passes to Hilliard. Three-point attempt, Zavorev, and Gudemak bats it back out for another opportunity. Hilliard going up against McConnell. Puts it up, ball stays out, and then the scrap. And good hustle from Hilliard. And are they? Yeah, they're going to call that on Mahalbasic, catching him with the forearm.
Oldenburg, 4 командных фола.
Rebets in the game, number 11. Here's Bramho putting up a three, and that was short. Tada was able to collect the rebound. Komisarov, number 8, also in the game now for Enisey. Mahalbasic goes right at Bramo, and boy, he's just bossing it, isn't he? He's saying, this is my game today. Not doing too much to stop him, that's for sure. And Bramho tries to pass to Hilliard, and look at him lauding over there on the bench. Shouts of exultation, his team leading by 13. Fillmore checking into the game. McConnell was going to step right over there and cut it off. Mahalbasic gets a well-earned breather. And McConnell shoots the three. Then Komisarov looked like he might have called him right in the nose. And I think it was unnoticed by the referee. I'm not saying it was on purpose. But the lead is his biggest of the game now, 16 points. Komisarov wide open. And Bremo hustles down the rebound. Rebec for a deep three. Good! So they get it right back. The Slovenia international. Now the drive, and McConnell draws the foul from Rebec. So here's McConnell. First one is good. Mickey McConnell, 28 years of age. In his prime. Makes the second as well. And takes it back to a 15-point lead. Loising comes in for McConnell, who gets some high fives as he goes over to the bench. Pavlov goes baseline, gets it to Gudemak. Shot clock winding down. Look at the defense from Tata. He hustles, he passes back, and then Paulding goes up and draws the foul. Boy, EWE Baskets are taking no prisoners today. They are going right at Enisey Krasnoyarsk. First one is good. And the second one is good as well from Paulding. He's just a steady performer. Now deep three from Rebec. And good job from Paulding to tap it to his teammate. And now the dump, and the layup this time rejected. Dzeu had it sent back to where it was coming from. I think it was Gudemak with the rejection. And then Dzeu gets his hand on the ball as he goes up. And Pavlov thought a foul should have been called. Here. No. That was a good call. Good no call from Horozov. Bulgarian referee right there. Hilliard spins, gets inside, puts it up and in over Tata. Gets it back to 15. Fillmore. But Enisey know they can come back from a big deficit. They've done it already. Happened on game day 4. Here's Fillmore again, putting it up from long range. And you saw there the corner of your screen, his teammate going down. Pavlov, and boy, Dzeu flirting with a foul on a three-point shooter. Here's Dzeu, spins, and got hemmed in underneath the basket. And I think they're going to call the body contact on Pavlov. Yeah, he got him on the wrist as well. Free throws off. Zay played at the Eurobasket this summer for Belgium, and this is both. Hilliard looking for an opening. And the jump shot is no good. Paulding now. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter, and EWE Baskets in command against Enisey. Paulding, jump shot. It's good. Back up to 17 points. Gudamak in the paint. Boy, he really had nowhere to go. He forced that one up. And good hustle from Dzeu. Another easy basket for EWE Baskets. 59-40. Look at this. Tata with the crisp pass and the two-handed dunk. Well, they've been taking it right to Enisey Krasnoyarsk today. That's the only way you can put it. They've been going hard right at him. Here's some of the highlights for EWE Basket. EWE Basket's Oldenburg. Well, Enisey know that they've got it within themselves to come back, because they called back a huge deficit. They were losing. They were down 18 points with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter against Juventus Utena back in October. And then they were still down. I'm just looking, I think it was 15 points. Yeah, they were down 15 points with less than 4 minutes to go and came back and won against Juventus Utena. So they will know that anything is possible, but they've got to get stops and they've got to score. In fact, they were down. That was it for the end of the third quarter. We'll talk more about that in just a second. 59-40 at the end of the three quarters. EWE Baskets on top. So the game stats, 23 of 41, 56% inside the arc for EWE Baskets. I think it was Rashid Mahalbasic that really kind of set the tone going inside for EWE Baskets, and then everybody started getting in on the act. Apparently it's minus 12 degrees Celsius outside the arena here. And Krasnoyarsk is mighty cold. So these players will want to wrap up when they leave the arena. Well, what do you expect? I mean, you're talking about Russia. You're talking about December. It gets cold there. Might want to get one of those, I think they call them Ushanka hats. You know, those famous Russian hats, furry with the ear flaps to keep those ears warm. It's cold all over Europe right now. Mahalbasic gets down low and just didn't power his way. He tried to power his way for the basket, just didn't finish, but then he was able to get the ball back and throw it off of Gudemak. So, again, Enisey were able to claw back a 14-point deficit with less than 3 minutes to go to beat Juventus Utena earlier this season. But they're not showing many signs right now that a comeback could be on the cards here against this big EWE Baskets team. Gudemak is, you can't fault him for the effort. He's played hard today, but it's a little bit of a mismatch, him having to guard Mahalbasic. Loising has it. Shakes and bakes. Puts it up from deep and misses. Another foul called by Loising. Zavruev hands it off to Dowdle. Now Dowdle, I think his foot was on the arc, but he misses anyway. And Dzeu, I tell you, it's hard to understand how Enisey won the first game between these two teams, the way this one has gone. And nice pass from Dzeu inside to Paulding. And they continue their assault, going hard to the basket. Mahalbasic collects the rebound. He's already got his double-double tonight. Dzeu for three, and shows that beautiful stroke from long range. "24 points, the lead for EWE Baskets. Bremo hits the three-pointer. Paulding for three. That was deep. Zavruev been quiet offensively. He passes to Bremho. And Dzeu called for the foul. Well, the way EWE Baskets have played today, you have to say they might just be one of the better teams in the Basketball Champions League. I mean, they're beating a team, obviously, that's not one of the best, Enisey, but they're doing it in Russia. And they're beating them like a drum. I mean, they're giving him just a royal beatdown, 64-43. And they're looking pretty convincing doing it. Zavruev misses from deep. Mahalbasic has just been a beast. Massenat for three. Mahalbasic gets the rebound. Look at that. Turns. He was right there under the basket. Thought he was going to score with his back to the basket. And two shots have been called for foul on Ricky Paulding.
Ricky Paulding, номер 23, третий фол, фол.
Ricky saying, I was in position. Ricky, it doesn't matter. You're up 21. Your team is cruising right now. And to add insult, Tangen misses the first free throw. Second one is good. Rebbitz comes back in. Mahalbasic turns, pump fake, and he will get a trip to the line as well. So has a chance to go to 17 points. Took a shot to the face, it looked like. Not sure if Grahamho got the hand on the face. And again, Mahalbasic misses the free throw. He is at 16 points, 12 rebounds. He is plus 22 efficiency rating. I'm sure the people that are evaluating their contenders for the team of the week are waiting to see how many more points he piles in here before the end of the game. Although, to be fair, it's kind of immaterial at this stage. It's what he did when he was opening up the lead. It really matters. And the pass almost intercepted. Zakharov, I think he missed everything there. This is really going to put Enisey Krasnoyarsk back against the wall, because remember, they came into this just with a couple of wins. They are 2-5, just as Juventus Utena down at the bottom of Group A. And Unet Cologne, who won last week at home over EWE Baskets, they're 2-6. So it looks like some distance now created here between the top 5 teams and the bottom 3. Offensive rebound and putback is scored. And that was by the young man, Midisov. Foul down low on Zakharov. Sergei Midusov, 21 years of age, getting some minutes here at the end. He's actually the youngest player on the roster. Guarding the ball. Connell trying to inbound the ball. Fans thought that EWE Baskets just threw the ball out of bounds, but referee said no, Enisey got a hand on it. Fillmore inside to Paulding, goes up with the left hand, another basket. As convincing as EWE Baskets have been, they've still only got 68 points. It's not like they're going to put up a century mark today. Masinat. Enisey calling timeout. try to salvage something from this game, which has just been out of hand really for the entire second half. You can see the man behind the bench there. Well, he actually runs the press conferences. So he's translating the coach's comments that are made in Russian to English. That probably causes additional issues. I know that a lot of the coaches will drift back and forth with their native languages or the language of the team. And when you have a lot of Americans as well, you tend to have them speaking English, so you have to accommodate them. Midasov adds to the agony now. 7 of 14 at the free throw line for Enisey Krasnoyarsk. I mean, nothing has gone right for this team today. And now they are below 50%. So it really has been a difficult game for the home team. They might get another attempt at this one. Yeah, they will. I know there's a separate foul that's been called, which has sent Kanijan to the line. And the foul was on Fillmore. Well, they were far more competitive last week, Enisey Krasnoyarsk, but still lost at home to Dinamo Sassari. And the losses again are piling up. So in Group A right now, it's Monaco up top at 7-0. They'll play tonight against Juventus Udine. They will play that game in Lithuania. Fillmore step back, it's good. Yeah, Pinar Karšiaka and Dinamo Sassari now. Pinar Karšiaka still in second place, but they lost to Dinamo yesterday. Pinar Karšiaka at 5-3. Dinamo Sassari and UKAM Murcia are 3rd and 4th at 4-4, and they will soon be joined by EWE Baskets Oldenburg. Midasov shows us what he's got with a three-pointer. Gets it back to a 20-point deficit. So right now, I mean, it looks, unless we see some turnaround in the fortunes of Unet Holon, perhaps are the best candidate for a big turnaround. They are 2-6. It looks right now like it's a 5-horse race for those top 4 spaces in Group A. And really, it's more of a 4-team race for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spots between Pinar Karšiaka, Dinamo Sassari, UKAM Murcia, and EWE Baskets Oldenburg. Midasov drives in, earns another trip to the free throw line. Midasov misses, struggling at the free throw line. Makes one there. That's not up high. Pulls up at the line. And then the push off. Fillmore had good position. And Fillmore makes the first one. And the second one. He's going to get another attempt here. No. Another scrap down low. Well, these players, Okolov is shaking his head. There's only one happy coach tonight, and it's that man right there. Look at him. He's been smiling since late in the first half, so there was another foul called, and it's put Dzeu on the free throw line. Yeah, it really is almost inconceivable on this evidence. Almost a turnover there. The Enisey Krasnoyarsk won the first game in Oldenburg, but they did. So basketball's a crazy game. Hilliard misses from deep. Now McConnell. And then Fillmore goes down hard. Looked like he got tripped up. Ooh. That was a tough foul. You can see why they're asking for an unsportsmanlike on Hilliard. Well, there is a player that could have been useful tonight, but for whatever reason, we're not sure why he hasn't played tonight, Octavius Ellis, but he would have helped against Mahal Basic for sure. And turnover over to Fillmore, up ahead, and the ball is laid up and in. So Hujic now gets in on the action, takes it up to 77-51. So Enisey going to call another timeout here. Okolov with 1:59. Just, I think he wants to try to get some execution here from his players before they leave the arena today. See the numbers, the leaders for both teams. (77-51), and you can see, from really in the second quarter, it started to open up. And in it goes, back outside to Zakharov. Zakharov gets in the lane, puts it up, and hits the shot from the edge of the lane. Hujic has it. Svelton gets inside. And Zakharov has it. So 24-point lead. And just pretty much cruising to victory. Short mid-range jumper, no good. So it's been a rout, folks. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's you got the feeling pretty much midway through the third quarter, rather, this wasn't going to turn around. Massenat misses with the jump shot. But looking back at it, Paulding once again has had a big game, 19 points for him. He's got a game high. In fact, only one player, Gudemak, has hit double digits in scoring for Enisey Krasnoyarsk. He's got 10 points, whereas 16 points, 12 rebounds for Mahal Basic, 19 points, 4 rebounds, and assist for the captain of EWE Baskets, Ricky Paulding. 11 points for McConnell and 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Tata has 4 rebounds, 3 assists to go with his 4 points. Zeo 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 block shots. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Zavaruev puts up a 3, and that is all she wrote. So convincing victory. And that's an understatement. They just came out and got the job done today. Mladen Drinjic. And that man right there was the guy I felt like really set the tone. Mahal Basic. He goes out and congratulates the referees on a job well done tonight. So 55% shooting for EWE Baskets inside the arc. 3-point shooting immaterial when you're dominating the way that they did inside. 38 rebounds to 33 for Enisey. They finished with 4 more assists, 5 steals. Just 4 turnovers for EWE Baskets, so no real pressure. And this makes their long trip home back to Oldenburg a lot better. No question about it. You see Paulding, Mahal Basic amongst the leaders there. Gudemak was the leader for Enisey Krasnoyarsk. McConnell with the 2 steals. Dzeu with the 2 blocks. Bremo had a couple steals in defeat. And these are the standings as we speak. So EWE Baskets have moved into second place with the win, 5-3. They're a couple of games behind Monaco. Monaco play tonight. They'll be favorites at Juventus Utena. So here are some of the highlights. Look back at it. I mean, in the second half, EWE Baskets outscored Enisey 19-9 in the third quarter. That's when they just pretty much lowered the boom, and then they just kept it rolling, outscoring them 20-13 in the fourth quarter. Just wasn't enough of that tonight for Enisey. Dzeu missed, but even when they were missing, they were getting offensive rebounds and putbacks. Fast break points for EWE Baskets. Biggest lead in the game, 26 points. 46 points in the paint. Look at this. Getting to the free throw line, they were 12 of 18. It's not great, but they can live with that when they win by such a big margin. Ricky Paulding, again, pulling a lot of the strings. That was his one make from three-point range, 1 of 3. Now look at Hilliard's basket driving. Here was Paulding. That was really where EWE Baskets did most of their damage, just getting those shots, those easy drives, whether it's dribble penetration or making the cuts and receiving the pass. So not a lot to hang your hat on today if you're Enisey Krasnoyarsk. It was they were just blown out in front of their own fans. So that's a difficult one for them to stomach, and they will probably not have a very comfortable night's sleep tonight as they look back on this game. They'll try to get this out of their thought process as quickly as possible because you don't want to let something like that fester, but you have to wonder, where do you go from here if you're Enisey Krasnoyarsk? Even the mascot hung his head there at the end. 79-53, EWE Baskets Oldenburg win it convincingly over Enisey Krasnoyarsk. 79-53, a convincing win. Thanks for watching, everybody.